Hi everyone, and this is the news from Jinjer for Grasser Production.
Hi everybody, this is Grasser Production. My name is Izzy, and today I present the one and only Eugene of the 4-piece progressive groove metal wrecking machine Jinjer. So, привет. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm fine. A bit tired because this is the end of a very long tour, but happy to be here in Munich. Yeah, and ready for the show.
Yeah.
As always.
We are excited.
So am I.
Okay. So yeah, let's come to the tour. You're recently on this tour. How has it been so far? The other cities?
Fantastic.
Okay.
Fantastic. Yeah, like all the shows are sold out.
Yeah.
I cannot think of a better tour actually.
Okay.
Far beyond all my expectations. So cool.
And what was the favorite city so far? Or
It's hard to pick. It's very hard to pick the one and only because I do not consider this European tour separate tour. It's just for me the same tour, the American one and this one. In total, it's around 80 concerts over the autumn and December. And there were a bunch of awesome concerts. A bunch of awesome concerts, really, like here and there. And I cannot pick one, really. It's just impossible.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the preparation of a tour. What is still in your hand? What do you decide? Which band comes with you?
Well, we wanted to tour with the Agonist for a very long time since we first played with them and hang out with them. So then when we understood that they are also releasing an album this year and well, they obviously will be on tour, we just decided why not yet. It's a great package. Yeah, and we know the guys well, so obviously we would feel comfortable with each other, and so it was like an instant decision. Yeah, then we were thinking about the opener band and second band in the package, and Space of Variations, a Ukrainian band, actually, just told us that they were looking for a slot to tour around Europe and play big venues. We said, why now? Why not? They already supported us a few times in Ukraine. We know them for a very long time, so it's like a perfect pick. Yeah, and Khroma, they also played with us, I think, a year ago or so. Yeah, so it was the last addition, to the package. Yeah, and anyway, everything worked very well, so I'm happy to share the stage every single night with all these three bands.
Okay. And how do you prepare yourself for such a long tour?
Oh, it's... I'm constantly on tour. We started touring, actually, literally, this tour started on the 16th of June, because since that day, 16th of June, we never had a long gap. So the longest gap we had was a week. So a week off, then again touring, a week off, again touring. In between America and Europe, we had only 3 days in Kiev. So I do not remember how I prepared myself. I just try to be, healthy and fit all the time, so I do sports on the tour.
Okay.
And try to control my nutrition, my diet. I do not drink alcohol.
Okay,
yeah, so
right.
I'm feeling quite okay. It's just general fatigueness after so many shows. Yeah, I believe my hands are just tired of playing the bass.
Okay.
Sometimes it hurts. Yeah, like when we finish the tour in a few days, we will have 152 shows this year.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's kind of a lot.
Wow. Yes, it is. Okay, so you also you told that almost every show was sold out. Did you ever expect it? That
It's hard to say. let me explain. On the one hand, I knew that the shows will be very successful, but I couldn't expect it to be so good. Like on this tour, we had only 2 shows which were not sold out.
Wow.
It was
Congratulations.
Leipzig. Thanks. It was Leipzig, and it was what else? It was Newcastle, I think. Yeah, Newcastle. And even though the shows were not sold out, they were fully packed. Maybe we didn't sell like 50 tickets more to be sold out. Yeah, yeah, and I just couldn't expect it to be so good, because in many places we sold out venues just within the first month, and then we got upgraded, and then we got upgraded again. There were some places where we had the third upgrade, and of course it's awesome. It's awesome to see how many people come to see you every night, want to listen to you playing live, and actually just appreciate your music. So this is the best reward we can have as musicians.
So, really nice. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Yeah, so let's come to the record. You dropped Macro in October, and it's your 5th album. So what does the title mean to you, and why did you choose it?
Macro is a continuation of Micro. So
The EP.
The EP. The thing is that I keep saying this in many interviews, that when you write music within the same period of time, you just cannot but write more or less same things. Like musically, Micro and Macro are definitely a double record. They are closely connected. This is like part 1, part 2. Yeah, and when we finished with Micro and we were about to write Macro, it just came naturally. Like an EP which was called Micro, and then we were writing a full-length album, Macro, something big. Yeah, and big in all respects, because we definitely pushed our limits as far as we can. The production on this album is just massive. Again, Macro. The sound, everything sounds massive. Every single instrument. So it's definitely a breakthrough for us in all the respects, not only as musicians. But yeah, obviously we pushed our limits as musicians too. Musically, we went very far away with experiments. Yeah, some tracks are extremely experimental. Yeah, and so I think we can combine all these things, and a term Macro definitely applies to all of that at the same time.
And do you have a favorite on it?
Yeah, of course, it's Retrospection.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my favorite song.
Okay, so let's come to the song. You have Russian parts in it.
Yeah, the beginning and the very end of the song has a piece of Russian lyrics.
Yes. Yeah. Can you tell us a bit more about the song, the meaning?
The meaning is, the song is devoted to parents and families and roots where we all come from. We, being on tour, cannot see our parents very often, and on top of this, our parents, all of them, live in the east of Ukraine, which is now separated from the rest of Ukraine because of the war, because of this conflict, and the area where our parents live and where we come from is controlled by separatists. Yeah, and we just cannot go there every time we want. We don't have time for this. It's kind of problematic because of the actually war itself, because of the block posts, control, and everything. So, and we miss our homes, we miss our parents. And at the same time, it's, let's say, a song of recognition, a song of tribute. We're paying tribute to our parents for everything they did for us. And I think it's also at the same time sort of homesick song. Yeah, like, I really miss my hometown. I would love to go there and see it again. I haven't been there for 4 years. So.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
That's sad.
This is the message, yeah.
Okay. Have you ever thought about a full album in Russian language?
I don't think it will ever happen, because using English for us is a sort of it's a part of the band's style, let's say, because once Tatiana starts singing in Russian, it definitely influence her vocal lines, her vocal let's say, techniques even, maybe, because vocally and in terms of pronunciation, it's a different language, and it started from the very beginning of the band that this band sang, vocalist sang in English, and I don't think we will completely shift to Russian one day. But obviously and definitely, we already had one song in Russian before, and now we use Russian for retrospection. So such parts and pieces in different languages also serve a sort of artistic. For the sake of the artistic expression, I would say we use it for the sake of the artistic expression. This is how it is. Yeah.
I think the mix is very interesting.
Yeah, this is it. The peculiarity is not just we use this language and that language, but the mix. Because it has a certain impact. It puts an emphasis on certain words for the listener.
Okay. So how would you describe the record to a person that doesn't know it?
It's a common question. I know the answer very well. So I will just say two words: extreme and progressive. This is what I play. Yeah.
Okay. Great. So you have been on tour with bands like Arch Enemy and Cradle of Filth. If you could choose any band of dreams to tour with, who would it be? Or which band would it be? You
see, it's very different. As a listener, you know, you cannot base your choice only on your own personal tastes, because a band can be wonderful as musicians, and you may love them. Love their music, but it can be not very comfortable, even sometimes horrible to tour with them. So, and I am afraid to pick any.
Okay.
But definitely, if we choose from my favorite bands, it will be like Opeth, for example.
Okay.
Opeth and Gojira, maybe Lamb of God. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but many more. Not only big bands like.
Mini festivals, maybe?
but also bands like Car Bomb, or I would love to tour with, let's say, Sepultura. Sepultura, legendary band. I would love to tour with 12 Foot Ninja. A tour with 12 Foot Ninja will be just perfect, I think.
Okay. So I saw your performance on Wacken this year, which was amazing.
Thanks.
How is it to be on such a stage of one of the biggest and greatest metal festivals we have? And
it is very stressful.
Stressful? Okay.
It is very stressful. Yeah, but at the same time, it is definitely exciting.
Okay.
It's very motivating, and it is definitely an inspirational moment once you go on stage and see all these people, this huge crowd coming and see you. So it's all of that all together, multiplied by 10.
Okay. So a few days ago you announced an endorsement.
It wasn't a few days ago actually. I'm with Overload Guitars for a few months already. Just got a new guitar from them a few days ago. Headless bass, my first headless bass.
How does it feel?
Awesome! It's the best bass guitar I ever had. Definitely. I just before this interview I made a playthrough video. It will be out soon.
It's a new toy or a toy for you.
But it's definitely a wonderful bass guitar. I'm definitely 100% impressed by how good it is.
Okay. And it's unique, right?
It's absolutely unique. It's custom shop, made only for me with my own specs, but the guitar is fantastic.
Okay, nice. Okay, so what annoys you the most about band stuff? And
about being in this band?
Yeah,
or just
in this band, when it comes
Well, honestly, I'm quite okay about everything.
Okay,
going on.
everything, okay.
Yes, now,
No.
yeah, maybe in the past there were some problems,
Nothing you
there were
don't
tensions. In the past, maybe there was something I didn't like, tensions, arguments, everything. Yeah, but by now, so far, I'm absolutely
Well, that's great.
okay
Like
about
it.
everything going on. I don't mind anything.
Okay. Tatiana found also her love far away, and you have a family
Yeah,
far
yeah,
away.
yeah.
So how is it to be on tour for so long, and when you don't see
Well,
your family and friends?
It is very, for me personally now, it is very hard to talk about this because I'm going through it at the moment, a difficult period of changes, big changes in my private life. And it is also connected with being away, like, and Tatiana, yeah, you're right, she's now dating Alex from Suicide Silence, and it is also difficult for her now. It is also difficult for her now because, but they keep in touch, if I'm not mistaken, just all the day long on phones. Now with modern technologies, it is not that hard. Yeah, but talking about me, definitely being away, being on tour, means that you lose a lot. And my biggest problem is that I do not see how my son grows up, mostly. But when I'm home, I spend all my free time with him. Yeah. So. And it is a job, so I need to do this. Not only because I love it, but also because I need. Yeah. So in case of mine, I'm just lucky to be able to combine my dreams and my job, work. So I'm a happy person. I do what I like doing.
That's important.
Yeah, it is very important. Yeah, but it has side effects. I'm constantly not home. Yeah, and it definitely may ruin a family life. And you just need to be prepared for this. And it also depends on how strong your love is. Yeah, I still believe in real love. And I believe that real love may keep any relationship together.
Okay. So let's come to another topic. Tatiana, I heard that Tatiana talked about Pisces, that she doesn't like the hype about it.
Well, it's not really like that. She doesn't like this sick hype about the song. Like, guys, come on, reactions on YouTube. People still make reactions on Pisces. It is ridiculous. There are thousands of them now. Thousands. And they do not bring anything new. Like, if what I liked a lot, what I enjoyed about the reactions is when vocal coaches started reacting to this and started analyzing this from their perspective. This is something really good. This is something very, very, let's say, useful for vocalists, for performers. This is nice. Yeah, some of the reactions were like reviews when people reviewed the whole song or video, but most of them are just doing this expression to the camera and saying, "Whoa, is that her?"
Yeah. I know that video, so it's okay.
What's the point?
Yeah.
What's the point? Yeah. And definitely this part of the hype is wrong. People overreact. Yeah, so I'm really happy that people love this song. A lot of people love this song, and it's good that so many people around, so many of our fans got to know this band through this song. But this is not our best song. This is just one of our best songs. And we have a number of others which are same good or even maybe better.
Okay.
Yeah, and do not judge upon our discography and our songs only by the first song you listen to it. It is a bit silly in my opinion.
Okay. I can understand. Okay, so when you reflect your whole career, the last 10 years, how would you describe your evolution?
As a very, very gradual way up, just climbing this very steep stairs. This is what our evolution is. So it wasn't fast. It took some time to start as a metalcore band back in 2009 and grow into a progressive metal band in 2019 after 10 years. And actually releasing music in all these genres in between, starting with Inhale Do Not Breathe, which was metalcore-ish completely, going to Cloud Factory, which was groove metal, and then starting from kind of everything, making progressive music, and going into really deep realms of progressive music with micro and macro. Yeah, so this is the way. But it was definitely hard and long. Yeah.
But the last time you grew very big, I would
Well,
say.
it's just because it works as a snowball. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You just grow gradually, little by little, and at some point you get so much big that people start paying attention at you, no matter what, whether they like you or not.
Yeah, okay. So do you have any tips for newcomer bands, especially for the female fronted?
I never differentiate whether it is female fronted, or not female fronted. I just have a tip for any sort of bands, and this is the most important tip: is that play your music, then work on your image, and play your music well. Compose good songs.
No difference. No.
Yeah, so just be a good musician. Be a good musician in all the respects. Yeah, and then just go on tour. Go on tour non-stop.
Okay.
A band only grows, a band only gets experience if a band plays live.
Okay, good answer.
Thanks.
Okay, so what can we expect next from Jinjer?
Touring.
Touring?
Touring. We just released 2 albums within the same year.
Okay.
So we will be touring a lot.
Okay.
Like we presented people with 14 new songs this year. So now it's time to play it live.
Okay.
Because we haven't played a lot of the songs yet.
Okay.
So we are now only playing half of macro. We are playing all micro and half of macro.
Okay.
And we need to play the other.
Yes, of course. So I can't wait for the show tonight.
So am I. Yeah,
thank you, Eugene, and all the best to you and the
Thank
band.
you. Thank you, Izzy.
Bye guys, see you next time.